started from when I initially got my work plan, and it was targeted at how the entire digital ecosystem be able to collaborate instead of compete or work in silos. So we created this conversation out of a need by the ecosystem of providing a platform where we can connect the dots. Academia, civil society, government or regulators, the MSMEs, startups, the MSMEs themselves, and funders, whatever basically the area we might want to actually say. And it was exciting that we had this conversation and this event had gone this far. The learnings basically have been very exciting. And although when you put together questions for interviews, it almost looks like you are expecting a particular answer, but when the answers come back, you then realize that the answers are not structured the same way you were expecting them to come back. Some of the feedbacks I got, I think one of my salient learning points was that you must also have a focus of concepts, and then also be ready to focus on instances. And that was said by Dr. Victor Dumuiwa when he was explaining the curriculum and breaking down the code, domesticating the curriculum in terms of digital skills and digitalities. We have been working closely mid-side with mid-staff for the past 4 to 5 months. And those conversations basically kind of generated more interest into why we as a nation needed to actually be educated and carry out this conversation around the areas of digital transformation. Like the example I gave during the session, I said, digital transformation for me is helping the woman that sells akara at the roadside evolve our business where you can pinpoint a location, either through a map, Google Map, you can increase our customer base by having more people taste our delicious akara. And then she doesn't need to change who she is, but needs to change the processes of her business. So we got a clear definition in there by the Nigerian of SAP, where he said digital transformation is not technology transformation, but it is what business transformation. How we can take businesses to a level where they become more effective, and then it can add value to the overarching conversation of the Nigerian economy. Now, we are at a time where businesses need to evolve to create more jobs, to create more opportunities, to create more expansion, to create more models, not frameworks, to connect the dots. And what else can be the most essential tool that digital transformation?
Thank you very much. So in just one sentence, next DTC GIZ policy dialogue, what should we look out for?
So the next DTC digital policy dialogue is supposed to be the next series focusing on. Okay, so and let me say this: regulators. The Startup Act is a core component of the conversation. We want Nigerians to be able to understand what the act is all about. We have an act, but how many people are benefiting from the Startup Act? So I think the Startup Act is going to be the major area of focus in the next DTC policy dialogue. And why I said that is because since last year, there have been conversations from EduTech conference, from the ISN conference, from the Digital Nigeria Day conference. And all those conversations have been driving towards how the act will be implemented from the federal level down to the state level. So, excitingly, that should be a nice topic if nothing changes before then. And then we'll see how that goes, because I think that it says this is already an act. It is easy for us to implement. It is easy for us to educate people on. It is easy for us to kind of find a hybrid where we can connect both the experiential to policy consumers who are the beneficiaries of that.